Hi, this is Joe from Manhattan Review. We continue our GMAT Grammar review series with a discussion about clauses and phrases. Be sure to subscribe to our channel to see all of the videos in our comprehensive GMAT Grammar guide series or other helpful resources to prepare for the GMAT. When examining the structure of a sentence, we must understand subject and predicate, sentence fragments, clauses, phrases, run-on sentences, and punctuation. Today we focus on clauses and phrases. Clauses and phrases are terms you have probably heard, but many people confuse the two. Both clauses and phrases are groups of words which have been put together in a meaningful way. So, how can you tell the difference between a phrase and a clause? Well, a phrase is a group of words which acts as a single part of speech. This group of words is always missing either a subject or a verb and can never stand alone as a complete sentence. Let's look at some different ways that phrases can work in a sentence. Remember that a phrase is a group of words which acts as a single part of speech. So, for example, her favorite horse is a group of words acting as a noun. Another example is with the green stripes. Here we have a prepositional phrase which acts as an adjective in a sentence. A phrase can also act as an adverb, an example being as gently as he could. Each of these phrases will give more information in a sentence, however, none can stand alone as a sentence. On the other hand, a clause is a group of words which includes both a subject and a verb. This does not mean that all clauses are complete sentences, however, it means that it is possible that a clause can be a complete sentence. There are two main types of clauses, dependent and independent. An independent clause can exist as a complete sentence independently of any other phrases or clauses. A dependent clause depends on another clause or phrase to be a complete sentence. For example, Brian and Sam are at the store is an independent clause. If you said, while Brian and Sam are at the store, you have now created a dependent clause. The word while makes it impossible for this clause to stand alone, even though it still has a subject and a verb. Let's look at the few phrases and clauses and see if you can tell which is which. A white-brimmed hat, the music was too loud, around the corner, since the cat was sleeping. Please take a moment to pause this video and I'll be here to explain each phrase or clause when you're back. Welcome back. Let's look at each of these phrases and clauses and determine which is which. If you have guessed a white-brimmed hat was a phrase, you would be right. Here we have a group of words which are acting like a noun. It does not have a verb, so it cannot be a clause. Moving on, the music was too loud has both a subject and a verb, so it is a clause. In this case, it is an independent clause because it can stand alone as a complete sentence. Next, we have around the corner. Here we see a group of words, but not a subject and a verb. This is therefore a phrase, specifically a prepositional phrase telling us more where something is happening. Our final practice clause or phrase is since the cat was sleeping. Some would look at this and say this is a phrase because it cannot stand alone as a sentence. Remember that a clause has both a subject and a verb, which this example does. Therefore, it is a clause, not a phrase. The word since is a subordinating conjunction which signals that this is a dependent clause. Now that you know the difference between phrases and clauses, it will make identifying sentence fragments easier. Check out our next video where we go into more detail about sentence fragments, or check out our other helpful GMAT grammar videos to brush up on all the English grammar you need to know to ace GMAT sentence correction questions. Until next time, happy GMAT studies!